Welcome to Discover East County, where we walk the paths of hardworking folks who share the stories of their lives and businesses. I'm your host, Valley, and I'm here with Damien Kvanda. He is the owner of the Fit Foundry. Hi, Damien.
Hi, Valley. How you doing?
Thank you for being here. I have so many questions.
Awesome.
Okay, so I see the soccer logo.
Yeah.
The Fit Foundry is focused mainly on soccer personal training. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so the Fit Foundry, I started back up in August of last year, but I've been training and coaching soccer clients for the last 10 years, just off and on, kind of doing my own thing with my own career. But we do focus primarily on developing soccer skills, but I do have a background in kinesiology, which is just
Oh,
sports medicine,
yeah.
exercise science. So I work with, everything when it comes to the game. So not just working with the ball, but also your conditioning, your gym routine, and then we talk about nutrition. So everything.
I love that. And then, so what ages do you serve?
So it initially started with me just working with high school students because that was the first group of kids that I worked with was about 14 to like 18 years old and then some college. But actually now, Valley, I have a roster of about 30 kids and the ages go from 7 all the way till 18, 20,
Yeah,
and then
well, I'm
on.
throwing you a 6-year-old tomorrow.
So we got a new bar, I guess you can say
Yeah.
a low bar, but hey, I think it's great. I remember when you asked me if it was good to start
Uh-huh.
her young.
Yeah.
I think the earlier the better.
Yeah,
You
to
know,
start
so
those like foundational understanding of the game, especially as a parent, if you want to see your kid just progress at a more rapid pace. I'm always an advocate of personal training in whatever sport it is, maybe once a week,
absolutely.
twice a week, whatever you can afford, but or time wise. But I think it's a great addition to helping them improve in their sport, and they have fun, right?
Absolutely. The sessions are tailored for development, right? We
Mm-hmm.
want to get better. That's why we're there for the hour, for 30 minutes, for whatever. But we got to have fun,
Mm-hmm.
especially as we are working with a younger athlete. They're more focused on just playing the game and enjoying the game for what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Yeah, they have to have fun to keep wanting to
Exactly.
play.
Yeah. So games, skill challenges, things that just keep the fun going, and also just we keep in mind we want to get better. That's
One thing I've realized as I became a soccer parent, which I never thought I would
it.
say, is a lot of kids in high school are not playing high school for their team. They're playing
Yeah.
club, and the high school team is kind of a mixed bag of different kids. But a lot of the kids that are really taking the sport seriously are strictly playing club.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of club kids, soccer club kids that come to you for training?
Yes, like out of the 30 kids that I mentioned I work with currently, off and on, I would say 15 of them, at least half of them are predominantly club players. Because of the age gap, most of them aren't really high school players, but
Mm-hmm.
for my high school kids, majority of them are club and not actually with their high school teams.
Yeah, yeah,
That's just kind of how we've seen the system change or the sport change back when I was playing in their shoes 10 years ago.
right.
There was two, three, maybe four clubs, and I talk about this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just so dynamic. Every day or every week or every month, there's a new club, there's a new team, there's a new coach, there's a new something. And so
Mm-hmm.
everybody's moving around, but they're keeping within the club system as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to, say, the high school system, the rec leagues, the indoor leagues. So it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting seeing it play out.
Yeah. So I wanted to kind of touch on another topic about what skills you teach these kids, mainly because I know a person who was on a rec team, just a
Hmm.
basic rec team, and then after working with you for 4 months, they tried out for a club team, never really considered it, tried out for the club team, and then made the top tier
Yep.
club team. So what skills do you work on to get them from rec to the number one club team in the county? Help me.
Well, it starts with, just being able to work with the ball. So you got to develop a relationship with the ball. And speaking about, in particular, the athlete that you're mentioning, it was just spending more time with it. We have
Mm-hmm.
to get more reps. And it's kind of a philosophy or a principle that I applied from weightlifting or
Mm-hmm.
from being a personal trainer in the gym, time under tension, or just spending more time with stress applied,
Mm-hmm.
essentially. So more time with the ball in different situations, whether it's a cone drill, whether I'm tossing the ball to you and having you control it, whether I'm having you take the ball and then take a shot, or whether I'm just having you have the ball with you while you're going to your class or while
Mm-hmm.
you're listening to dad tell you to do your chores.
Mm-hmm.
That first initial instinct to be close to the ball and have that connection to the ball, or how I would say is develop a string-like connection, make sure the
Yeah.
ball's on a string. That's what got me from the kid that I
Mm-hmm.
think you mentioned was playing rec, playing just around a little bit, and they went to try out, and now they're representing a top
Mm-hmm.
club. I did that through developing that connection with the ball. So I start there with my athletes. Get
Yeah.
comfortable with the ball. Work with it any way you can.
Now, where do you train at?
So right now, it's a little bit of a hybrid location or a hybrid
Hmm.
setup just because Valley, it all started as like a side gig
Yeah.
because I'm still trying to go and sign another professional contract or work with a top club for myself. I'm
Yeah.
still young and I'm still pursuing that. So I don't have a location yet, but we will operate out of Town Center Park East in
Hmm.
Santee, the Sportsplex. I have a really good relationship with them, playing and training there for the last 10 years. Woodland Vista Park in Santee, Greenfield, we're there today. And
Hmm.
then on the weekends, it's pretty much up to the athletes. Wherever they're available, I will come to them after I'm done playing my games.
And how can parents get a hold of you if they're interested in your training and your service?
The number one thing that you can do to get a hold of me for my services is go through my Instagram, coach_Kvanda,
Hmm.
my last name, or I have a website that I built. Thank
Hmm.
God for Canva. I'm sure you're
Yeah.
aware. Yes,
Yeah.
Canva's the best. So my Instagram and my Canva website. If you find one of those, you can get my email, you can get my phone number, and then we can have a little 30-minute conversation, see what you or your athlete needs,
You
and get
have
started.
you have open availability, you have open time slots.
Yes, so
So,
Monday through Sunday, I do have availability, but I will say strictly Monday through Friday, I operate 8 to 5
hmm.
with a little bit of flexibility beyond 5 p.m. depending on my own game schedule or my trainings.
Hmm.
And then
Oh,
weekends.
last thing. I heard that you have an equipment piece that you made to help people with their skills. I don't know what it's called, but does that ring a bell?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's another thing that I'm a big advocate on. Something that athlete you mentioned really help her get to that top level club tryout, really get prepared. It's a soccer rebounder, and it's a simple idea. Essentially, it's like a wall that you can take anywhere.
Okay.
And it's just for wall training. You kick the ball against the rebounder, it comes back to you as if you
Uh-huh.
had a teammate. Most kids don't really have a
Right.
sibling or a teammate to train with all the
Mm-hmm.
time. So my idea was, why not make a teammate or a wall that you can take anywhere? You can have it give you flat passes, you can have it pop the ball back up into the air. And I try to tell all my athletes 15 to 30 minutes with that rebounder, working with both feet
Mm-hmm.
and just developing that connection with the ball we talked about will do so much for your game.
Yeah, I believe it.
And those are always available. I make them handmade, and I can customize them too.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're looking to grow and have your kid kind of elevate their game in soccer, you need to reach out to him quickly because I'm pretty sure after this airs, it will fill up and you won't have much time available. So I appreciate what you're doing and I'm excited to get started with you tomorrow.
Yes,
And yeah, thanks for being here.
absolutely, Valley. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks so much for watching Discover East County. We'll see you next time.